And now, it's time for another episode with the two brothers who ice fish from the same hole, who have kicked the same field goals, and who will have you laughing from start to finish. Bringing you the sports, music, and entertainment straight from their Eskimo hut. It's the Eskimo Brothers Podcast.
Yo, what up, everybody? What's going on out there? Welcome in, Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Eskimo Brothers Podcast Leaf, episode 59. What up, bro?
What's up, man? Switching it up, doing a little Saturday night action.
Yeah, we're bored.
Which means probably more beers will be had than normal.
I think that's the whole point.
We're off Sunday, so
yeah,
gonna get fucking shit faced probably.
I love it.
But yeah, we were just sitting around bored. Sam texted me, he's like, "Man, you want to go live tonight? And or record the episode tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's do it."
Yeah, we decided to do that, and again, it's always better on a Saturday.
Yeah, it is.
Just due to the fact that you have a regular job during the week. So welcome in, episode 59. There's a lot to get to. Again, we've got this down pretty good, bro. Where we get some great stuff to talk about.
We're fucking professionals now, dude.
Yeah. So we're waiting on that contract to get signed.
Yeah.
or to be presented so we can sign.
Yeah.
So let us know out there. But yeah, man, cheers. If you're joining us on Twitch and YouTube Live, thanks for hanging out with us as we record this episode. We appreciate all of you out there. And of course, if you're listening out on the audio version that will be out in the future, a couple days or whatever, appreciate you as well. So,
absolutely.
Booyah, man. Let's get in. Well, did anything interesting happen to you this past week? I mean, I kind of was just chilling for the most part, and nothing really crazy. You know, we had a great stream on Thursday for football.
Yeah, that was fun.
God damn it, we had a lot of beer.
Those have gotten more fun each time. For the last 3 weeks, almost a month, they've gotten better each time. So if you guys have not done that yet, come check out our Thursday night stream during Thursday Night Football. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing much has happened to me since then. Pretty boring-ass week.
Yeah.
Getting geared up for the kids. I get the kids next weekend, and then I have them through Christmas, and then I take them right back before New Year, so I get them for about a week and a half, which is nice. So that's kind of what I'm getting ready for.
Yeah, and real quick, if you didn't get the chance to hang out with us on Thursday's stream, we had a nice little challenge presented by Leaf. The first little challenge was if our Twitch page gets to 50 followers, which it did.
Yeah, but
then for some reason it went down.
It's not at 50 now, so
I don't get it.
I proposed that doesn't count. I said
counts.
we have to be at 50.
I got the screenshot. It counts. It happens. So anyways, that 50 follower mark, Leaf is going to wear Cowboys gear out to our Commanders versus Cowboys watch party that we're going to have with we're going to invite all the people that listen to the podcast out for that. And then I was like, you know what? 100 followers. If we get there, Leaf will wear a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader outfit, which he did agree to if we hit 100 followers. But we got a long way to go, and there's only 8 days to do it.
Yeah, you got
because it ends on December 18th.
Yeah, you get a week, a little over a week to get that done. And since we're going backwards now, I don't know if you guys are. I don't have any faith in you guys. So
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird that it ended up going some
we,
way. I don't get that.
we had
some bullshit.
We had 53 last night. That's the last time I checked it. And then I woke up this morning. There's 48. So.
I don't get it.
But I will honor it that we did hit 50 because I actually posted a picture myself on my.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so I'll honor that part.
Yeah.
So, but we would like to get to 50. The goal to get to 50 is Twitch will give us an affiliate, and then we can start making money off this podcast, and that's what the goal is. So we can get better equipment, better cameras, and just get better content for you guys out there, and just grow basically.
Absolutely.
So that's why we want to get to 50. So we're at 48 right now. So keep spreading the word. And if you hit 100 by next Sunday at 7 p.m., I'll do the cheerleading uniform. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So that was the fun that you missed out on Thursday's stream if you didn't tune in. So make sure you do that in the future. But here we are for episode 59. Pumped about just getting back, of course, as always, into the studio to hit that record button. So let's go, man. Let's kick it off. So the first thing I have lead off is now about 13 fucking years ago, I believe. You do remember a little movie called Avatar?
I do.
Now, the director of Avatar is James Cameron.
Yes.
I think he wrote it and directed and all that shit.
Yeah, he usually is major in all his movies doing that kind of stuff.
Now, and
writing,
yes.
directing, producing, everything.
Now, when Avatar, the first one came out, it set records.
Yeah.
It was the number one movie for a very long time.
Yeah, it was massive.
And it's a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Really good.
Really good.
Now, Avatar 2 has been in the rumors for a long, long time. Now, we know it's officially coming out in about, I think it's next weekend, actually.
Yeah, I think it's the 16th or something like that.
So it's coming out, and some of the first initial reviews are making their way through because, my God, it's been so long.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what happened in the first one, I'll be honest. I kind of do, but I got to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I'll need to rewatch. It's been a while since I rewatched it. It's so long, dude. That's not usually
It's
one
a very
you throw
long-
on.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just chilling
casually.
tonight.
Yeah, because you're going to be about 3 hours in. You're like, Jesus.
I fell fucking asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so it's coming in. So they had their premieres already, like the red carpet, whatever. So some of the first reviews are coming in, and I honestly didn't have a goddamn clue what to expect from the second Avatar. I was like, I have no idea where they're going with this. I don't know what they're what the plan is. I've seen the preview. It looks good. Now, like I said, some of the initial reviews are coming out, and it's nothing but spectacular.
Yeah.
They say it's a masterpiece. It's better than the first one.
Wow.
The visuals are better than like anything that you've ever seen before.
Yeah, and that's what Cameron said. It took so long because he thought that the technology wasn't there yet for what his vision was for the movie. And so now hearing that, it sounds like he's got it where he wants it, and so that's pretty cool.
One of the reviews were from just a reporter or whatever, a typical movie reviewer says, imagine being dumb enough to bet against James Cameron.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, like I said, apparently it's visually absolutely amazing, and it's nothing. He says, somebody said that you thought Marvel had good visual effects, and you got another thing coming with this one.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it apparently is better than the first, is what I'm hearing and seeing here. And I don't know if it's going to make any money because I heard it costs like $350 million to make.
Oh, it'll make it, dude.
I mean, yeah, but that's a lot of fucking money.
because those kind of movies make $800 billion worldwide, so it'll make that money back easy.
Now, this has turned out, it will turn out to be 4 movies total, is what James Cameron says.
Really?
Yes. And that won't take
So he's gonna make
13
2
years.
more after
Yes.
this.
It won't take 13 years
In
in
yeah.
between
Well, that's good.
because he'd probably be dead by then.
Yeah. He's not young, bro.
The third one is already done filming. They
Oh, wow.
kind of did it at the same time. And it's
Okay.
coming out in 2024. Actually, now what I'm reading here is there may be 2 more movies. So after that are all going to come out 2 years apart.
Okay.
So we're getting a lot of this.
So it's going to end up being a franchise.
It appears that way, and it appears that James Cameron did not cut any corners, and it's going to be really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be. That guy he rarely misses, that's for sure. So
Yeah, every movie that motherfucker has done has been absolutely
it's like
insane.
all of his movies are like in the top 10 of the highest gross ever made, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Titanic and all those.
I mean, he
and-
did Terminator 2 as well.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
And that was a big one for a long time.
He did True Lies too, I think.
Yeah. So, I
Arnold
mean-
Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis. God damn it, she looked hot in that movie.
Yeah, she was.
That one scene where she's like stripping. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you don't ever think
Thanks
of her
for
that.
that. I want to say thanks for that movie coming out right when I was a teenager, bro.
Right when you were stroking.
Right when I was-
discovered that thing gets hard and you can stroke it.
right whenever I needed some of that action.
Hell yeah.
That was VHS tapes, volume down to basically nothing because my parents are sleeping.
Yeah. Yep.
God, you know those days, man.
Oh,
These
God.
fucking kids these days didn't know the struggles, bro.
No, they got their Bluetooth headphones in. They can masturbate and never get caught.
Yeah.
I always had to look over my shoulder.
I know, dude. I was always like, this has got to be low because I got to listen for the steps if somebody's coming,
Yeah.
so I can come.
Yeah.
Oh God! So yeah, look out for that. I think I'm definitely probably gonna go see this in theaters.
Yeah,
man.
we talked about going to do that and maybe checking that one out on IMAX. That'd probably be the best
Yeah.
way to check that one out.
I think this is a movie that you kind of do yourself a disservice if you don't go see it in theaters.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's built for the theater.
Yeah. That would
So.
be great.
We'll check it out and let you know what the plans are, and make sure if you see it, let us know as well. I'm actually pretty excited. So all right, moving on. Couple of things happened couple people left us this past week. Leave. It seems like every episode, bro.
Yeah.
So the first one that I saw this week was, do you remember a guy by the name of Mills Lane?
Mills Lane. That doesn't ring a bell to me.
It doesn't ring a bell.
No.
Let's get it on. How about that?
Oh, the referee.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he died.
Yeah,
I
he-
actually didn't even see that in the last week looking at research and stuff.
He passed away age of 85. I'm assuming it's probably just because he's age of 85 now. The
Yeah.
biggest thing for him is kind of when he got famous or when he got really recognizable, if you will, was he refereed that Evander Holyfield versus Mike Tyson.
Yeah, the ear biting fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
When Mike Tyson bit Holyfield's ear twice, that's when Lane disqualified him. And he got blood on his shirt, and that's kind of like a memorable picture that kind of sold a lot and became like kind of a collector's item.
Yeah.
So he's done a lot of big boxing matches, and I was just going to throw that out there that he passed away. And he was also kind of like on that, remember that MTV thing that they used to do, the Clay
yeah, the
Celebrity
Celebrity
Death Match?
Yeah.
He was on that. That's
Yeah, I
when he
remember
was always
that,
like,
yeah.
let's get it on.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
was,
that's what I'm hearing that for the first time.
but you didn't know that Mills Lane name, but when I did that, you knew it right away.
Yeah, that's how you get famous. You have that one thing.
Exactly. So, but R.I.P. Mr. Mills Lane. And we got another one, bro.
We do.
And this one was kind of crazy
Yeah.
because I didn't have any clue. But Kirstie Alley passed away this past week as well from cancer, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, on December 5th.
Now, I know you know who that is.
I do know who that was. I was a huge fan of hers, actually. That's she was kind of like one of my first crushes, actually, when I was a kid, like growing up.
Is this because of Cheers?
Yes. I grew up watching Cheers. I remember just watching all those reruns during the summertime, and I was always a fan of hers. And then I've rewatched the show since then. But and then I followed her on Twitter, man. She was always very active on Twitter and interacted with her fans a lot. Really cool. Seemed like a cool chick. She was a Scientologist, though, so.
Really?
Those are kind of crazy people. But she wasn't like super
Well,
crazy
she was
about
super
it.
close with Travolta, and he's like one of the top
Yeah.
ones, right?
Yeah. But I mean, she didn't talk. I mean, a lot of them don't talk about it like that, and she never really brought it up or nothing. But no, she was a really cool. I mean, I had been a fan for a long time. I didn't watch any of her, newer stuff just because it wasn't stuff that I was into. But
She's
yeah.
been on TV a lot, and but her last film credit was 2015.
yeah,
So I don't really remember her doing much, dude, besides the 90s. And then she kind of
Yeah.
went away, and that was
I
it.
know that big thing that she did recently. I think is Drop Dead Gorgeous or something like that. That was like the biggest thing she's done lately. But
Okay.
I never watched it. But yeah, she was 71, and
That was in 99, bro.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Drop Dead Gorgeous, 99.
Oh, okay. I thought she did.
That's what I'm
something
saying,
else.
dude.
Yeah.
She hasn't been around doing much movies at all. Like
Yeah.
TV, she was on some episodes of some stuff. And but really not much. Now I do remember her, towards the end of the 90s or whatever, she like gained a lot of weight and then did that weight loss thing. Was
Yeah,
that
she
Jenny
was-
Craig or some
Yeah,
shit?
I think she was the Jenny Craig thing.
Yeah, she
Or Weight Watchers thing, maybe.
yeah.
It's one of those. Yeah.
And so she was like a spokesperson for that. And I'm sure they paid her a lot of money for that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, she
I
was-
agree, man. She was very hot in Cheers.
Yeah, she was 71. It was colon cancer, actually. She and I know when I checked Twitter, she never talked about that. They usually don't if they're battling that. But I mean, she's still kind of a smoke show at 71. I'm not going to lie, but
Yeah, no, I
yeah,
agree.
it's pretty sad, man.
I saw it now, a picture of her, and I was like, good Lord, yeah, she still looks good.
Yeah. But yeah, Cheers was her biggest thing, probably. I mean, it was probably her most successful thing.
I remember her being in those movies with Travolta, the Look Who's Talking.
Yeah, I watched those when I was a kid as well. Yeah,
Yeah, those came out in the early 90s, so like that was right in our wheelhouse.
yeah. She won an Emmy for Cheers, and so I mean, she's been around for a while, man.
Been around for a while.
But yeah, like you said, it's like every other week or every week now. It's where somebody's popping up, dying.
Yeah, we got to talk about these people that are in our childhood and growing up and leaving us. And my God, R.I.P.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go on to the next thing, which I have here. Leaf, who was a singer on I think on both of ours actually. When we did our top 5 female singers, I believe this one was on both of ours. Celine Dion.
Yes. Yeah, she was on mine for sure.
She came out and announced that she was diagnosed with a rare and incurable neurological condition known as stiff person syndrome. And she ended up canceling and postponing a bunch of shows on her tour because of this.
Stiff person syndrome.
Stiff person syndrome is a rare chronic neurological disorder that causes muscle stiffness and sometimes intense spasms in the trunk and limbs, affecting posture, balance, and the ability to use certain muscles. It usually has an autoimmune component, and in some cases, it can be progressive and painful. Now, she said she's been dealing with her health for a while now.
Yeah, I know she has canceled, like over the years, she's canceled a lot of stuff just due to little things that she had to kind of get over, but this sounds actually pretty major.
Yeah, this says she says that it's affecting her being able to perform live as well as singing.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So, unfortunately, these spasms affect every aspect of my daily life, sometimes causing difficulties when I walk and not allowing me to use my vocal cords and sing the way I'm used to. So that's fucking sad.
That's bad, yeah.
Because, like we've always said when we've talked about her, like, obviously she's been one of the best female singers of our time.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
For her to have to deal with this and cancel tours and postpone or whatever, I mean, that's sad. And it's incurable. So I don't know how it's going to get any better.
Right. And for somebody that can still sing at a really high level, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
Because she's still got a lot of career left, probably. She's, probably didn't want to hang it up already.
No, because she had that residency for a while, and then she was still touring, obviously.
Yeah. Man, that's sad, dude. We're huge Celine Dion fans, man.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be some videos tonight on YouTube later.
Yeah. A little
if you
shout
haven't
out.
seen that the medley that she does on
Vegas, that was
from
from Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, her Vegas residency. God, it's just perfect, dude.
It's
the perfect performance.
Yeah, it is.
And she's fucking crazy hot in it.
Yes. Yes, I would agree with you on that 100%, sir. So let's all say send some good thoughts and send a nice little prayer towards Celine Dion so she can continue, because that would be nice.
Yes.
All right, let's move on. Next thing up. Okay, and we're trying to rattle through these a little bit because this next thing after this is going to take up a little bit of time before we get over to sports.
Yeah.
But this came out this past week as well, and we obviously had to discuss this. We actually saw this together the other day. I was like, Jesus, we got to talk about this on episode 59. Nick Carter, obviously very famous for being in the Backstreet Boys. He's been sued for allegedly raping her on a tour bus back in 2001 when she was 17.
Yeah, this is a fan that he brought back to the tour bus, right?
Allegedly. Now, this was 2001.
Yeah.
So 21 years later, this person says Carter forced her to perform oral sex on him and then raped her after inviting her onto the boy band's bus following a concert in Tacoma, Washington during that tour at the time. As a result of the assault, Carter infected her with human papillomavirus, or HPV, which can cause genital warts and even cancer. She is seeking unspecified punitive and compensatory damages, obviously, for medical expenses, pain, and suffering.
Jesus.
So she's obviously trying to get a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly. Allegedly, but I'm not going to say who's right or wrong here. But Ruth, who goes by Shay, that's the name, the woman's name. She's autistic and lives with cerebral palsy.
Jesus.
So, after he raped me, this is a quote from her. After he raped me, I remember him calling me, I can't say the word on Twitch or YouTube. Oh, we will get struck right here. He called me, I'll just say, he called me a bitch and grabbing me and leaving bruises on my arm. I'd also like to say that Carter tried to scare me into silence by saying no one would believe me if I told what happened.
Okay.
So, she did this in a news conference with her attorney and everything, and she was breaking down crying. I saw the video, and I was like, Jesus. So, I don't know why 21 years later this is coming up. I have no idea. Carter obviously says this was consensual sex back then. Or, I mean, I guess this was another. Sorry, excuse me. This is not the first time that he's actually been alleged to do this.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
So, he says that everything's been consensual that he's done or acted in.
Of course he says that.
Yeah. Now, is this true or not? I don't know.
Yeah.
21 years later, I don't know. But this lady is suing him for who knows. Who knows?
Yeah, and this is right after what? A week or so after the Aaron Carter news pop that he.
His brother passed away.
And
But I guess it was from suicide.
Yeah.
Right.
So some fucked up stuff going on in the Carter camp over there, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not true.
Yeah, you would hope, but wow.
I mean, there's pieces of shit out there. So
2001, so she said she was 17. I have no idea how old Nick Carter was in 2001.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But he had to be really young.
Yeah, I think they're in
21 years?
mid 20s probably when they got big, right there.
Yeah, I would say they're probably, 40s, man, now? Mid-40s, maybe almost close to 50.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And they're still doing this shit, too, by the way. The boy band. I'm like, guys.
As long as you love me.
Guys, it's not hot anymore.
Yeah.
So this came out, and like I said, this was crazy to read. And I was like, good Lord, man. And I'm like you. I'm like, I hope that's not true.
Yeah.
But who knows, man, because those guys were so massive back then, bro,
Yeah.
that here's the thing I don't understand. Why you don't have to force anybody.
Yeah, he didn't have to force.
Those chicks would line up left and right.
Yeah, in 2001, you could have picked anybody else,
Yeah.
and they would have been willing.
If that chick would have been like, no, it's against my morals, we're like, all right, see you later. There's like 50 million in line.
Yeah, tell the next one to come in.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah.
So if it's true, then it's fucking terrible. And this piece of shit, if it's true, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
100%. And he needs to suffer for it.
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't know how that's going to happen 21 years later. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see what happens, man. It's kind of hard to prove that this late, but we'll see. I mean, we'll kind of see what happens.
Yeah. It's almost like a he said, she said, and he has more money than her. So I don't know. Right?
Right? Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it works.
Oh, man. Like I said, damn it, out there. And we'll get to we'll get there at one point. If I have a fan of the podcast, a female fan
Yeah.
that would like to engage in sexual activities,
Yeah.
there will be a contract beforehand that is signed.
The love contract.
The love contract will be signed, and it will happen because of shit like this. Like 10, 15 years later, they're like, oh, this happened.
I
And
mean,
I'm like,
you almost have to, man.
Yeah.
I mean, because you touch a girl and they're like, he raped me.
yeah.
And you're like, I thought we were okay with this. And
I mean, at the time, we were both hammered, and it was a great time. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God. So, yeah.
yeah, you got to be, because I mean, bad shit like this does happen.
Oh,
I'm not
100%.
discrediting that. But
Well,
then there's
especially because
also,
somebody that's in a position of power.
yeah. And
Right.
then there's also the other side of the world. There's the other side of the spectrum where there's piece of shit chicks out there just looking to get a paycheck.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful out there, man.
That's why we're signing the contract, and that is what it is. You don't like it. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
Then I'll see you later. So yeah. Anyways, let's do. We'll keep an eye out on that and figure
Yeah, we'll
out
see
what
what
happens on that. Okay, now let's move on to this next thing that may take a little bit of time here, which is exciting.
Yeah, this one
Kind
I've been wanting to talk about this.
Okay, Leaf. A couple weeks ago, a new documentary came out on Peacock, the streaming service Peacock. I'm pretty sure you all know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
The documentary, which was pretty crazy, it was like, I think only 3 episodes.
Yeah, 3 episodes.
Okay.
They were about, I think they were just about an hour long, I think.
I think each of them were an hour long. You're right.
Yeah.
Casey Anthony documentary, a new one that came out. First time that she's spoken since her. I mean, I assume you know who that is out there. First time she's spoken since her massive trial where she was charged with murdering her daughter.
Yeah, 3-year-old. I think Kaylee was 3 years old at the time.
Yeah. Very young daughter.
So yeah, you don't remember. I mean, this was the trial in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Anthony was the mom of Kaylee Anthony. She went missing. They didn't report that she was missing until like 31 days later.
31 days, bro.
And then when the police investigated it, they took Casey Anthony got caught lying about a bunch of shit, and so they arrested her pretty much immediately. And so then she went to trial for it, and she actually got acquitted. And so, yeah, and like Sam said, this is the first time she's had done any sort of interview, any sort of anything about the trial and the whole story about it.
Yep.
So this was like 12 years ago. I think it all went down in 2008. The trial was 2010 and 2011. She was acquitted, and I think in 2011. So about 11 years ago when all this went down.
Yeah.
So this is her
been a long
first time doing anything. So she does this documentary, 3-episode documentary with someone, and it's pretty wild.
Yeah, the documentary, like I said, is docu-series, I guess, if you will.
Right.
It's basically her talking a lot
Mm-hmm.
and them asking questions, plus them talking to former roommates that she had, friends that she had. Nothing to do with her mom and dad.
Yeah,
at all.
They didn't participate in it, and her
And
brother, who was
her
a big
brother.
big in the trial as well, he didn't agree to be in it and all that.
Right. Now, her legal team was in it.
Yeah.
Not the main lawyer that we all know. The one guy.
Jose something.
Jose
yeah.
Baez or
Baez,
something,
yeah.
something like that.
That's
yeah,
right.
he wasn't in there. But his team was in there.
Right.
So this was definitely more on her side of
Yes.
things. We didn't have anybody from the other side, really. We had, well, I take that back. We did have a detective.
Yes.
That was the detective on
one
that.
of the lead detectives in the whole
Yeah.
thing.
And he's 100% saying that, and she definitely killed her daughter.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing with Casey Anthony, and again, you probably know it out there, was it looked like basically the media played it basically like she wanted to get rid of her kids so she can go out and live her party life.
Right.
That she didn't have because she had her daughter really young.
Yeah. She was.
And I don't buy that because she has parents that were willing to watch. But the documentary really dives deep as far as anything goes, as far as Casey Anthony's life growing up.
Yes.
And apparently she had her dad definitely sexually abused her. Her brother sexually abused her. This is what she says in the documentary.
Yes.
And she says it started when she was age 8, actually. Her dad started doing that.
Right.
Now, there is some stuff that comes out in that documentary that her dad said in previous interviews that looked pretty sketch.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, okay, the dad's definitely fucking weird. Now, the lead investigator for her attorney, who comes in and does his investigation basically himself, I remember in the docuseries, he said that when he first started looking and came back to Jose Baez, and Jose was like, what do you think? He's like, I don't really know, but one thing I do know is this family is completely fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
After everything that he found,
Mm-hmm.
he says there's definitely something wrong with the dad. 100%.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is fucked up. So this was a really good docuseries, by the way. I don't know after watching this what the fuck happened. I still think that she had something to do with it or knew about something.
Yeah, that's what my takeaway was from it. There's still so many holes in this whole story.
There is.
And it's hard to piece it together. But what I came down to my conclusion was the dad, if the story that Casey Anthony tells is true, because she actually says a little bit about what happened.
Yeah, she here's the other thing too. We got some stuff that's never been said before at all.
Yeah.
Because her defense in the trial said Kaylee accidentally drowned. That was her defense.
Yeah.
She says in here is like, that's not what happened.
Right.
That's what she says in this documentary. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah. And so basically her story is, and if you haven't seen this, you can shut this off now, but
Whatever.
whatever.
Or just watch it.
Yeah, because I have to lay this out so I can understand it.
Exactly.
But she says she went to sleep, and Kaylee was it was during the day. There was other people at the house, her dad, but she laid down in her room with Kaylee, and she fell asleep, and she woke up, and Kaylee wasn't there anymore. She got up to go check it out. She thought maybe she was playing with her dad in there or whatever. They couldn't find her. And then she said she walked outside to go look, and then when she walked around the corner, her dad was holding her, and she was soaking wet. And then he put her in her hands, and like Casey said, she was just like laying there, didn't. And then the dad took her back and said, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay." And then he just walked away.
Yeah.
And it's like she didn't know where he went with her, and so that was a little weird to me.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, if it's my kid, I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, but she says the way, the reason why she was like that, because the people interviewing said the same thing, basically, we're saying.
Yeah.
And she said that her dad had such power over her because of the abuse that she suffered her whole life that she didn't know what to do, basically. And he was like, just, it'll be fine. Like, she's fine.
Yeah, he's like, I'll take care of it. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And so then when you see like what the media was doing was saying, well, the 30 days that Kaylee was missing, you see Casey out hanging out and partying and shit. And then Casey said, well, I was doing that because I thought my daughter was okay.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
like that.
And I thought that was weird.
That is, because I want to see my kid every day.
Right. So my thing is like, okay, first of all, if you don't know the whole story, and then second of all, if I'm getting arrested for this, then I'm telling that story immediately.
Yeah.
My dad found her. She was soaking wet. Then he took her somewhere, and I don't know where he went.
Yeah.
Like, you're not pinning this on me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know why she didn't say that, but like you said, maybe she was just scared of her dad, because of the whole thing. And maybe she thought, hey, it's going to be okay.
Well,
But her dad was behind her back saying, oh, I think she fucking killed her or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he was,
Yeah.
yeah, he was testifying on behalf saying that I wouldn't trust anything she said. She's a liar.
But then in public, he was defending her.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was very odd.
That's the other holes that I don't get.
Right.
And so
There was a lot of there's a lot of shit that we still don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those things we'll never know.
But yeah, the bottom line for me is that the dad and Casey know exactly what I think both of them know. Now, I don't know if the dad killed her or I don't know if Casey killed her, but those two know. And they both covered it up.
You know what I think really happened?
Yeah.
I think Casey Anthony gave her daughter some drugs to just pass out or chill out, and it was too much.
Think so?
That's kind of what I think. And then dad was like, "What'd you fucking do?" basically. And then he was like, "I'll take care of it." And then that's what happened. And it was a complete and total fuck up at that point.
Right.
And then it just turned into this whole fucking weird thing. And apparently Casey Anthony growing up was nothing but she was a massive liar.
Right.
All our friends were like, dude, all she did was lie.
Yeah.
Every fucking time you were around her, she lied.
And that's a huge, it's definitely a possibility. Like
That's kind of what I think happened.
yeah.
And I definitely think the dad had something to do with after the fact.
Right. Helping cover it up.
100%. He tried to help cover it up, and then he fucked up, and then he's an ex-cop. So he kind of knew how to talk to the cops and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with you, though. Both of them know exactly what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I think whatever happened was probably an accident. Either like what you say, if she gave her some drugs to make her go to sleep and it was too much and she overdosed, or if the dad did something. Because Casey thinks the dad suffocated her with a pillow. That's what she thinks.
And that's just something that
That's just her opinion.
if she passed out
yeah.
and then didn't know, that's
because
her
on the
opinion.
laptop it says something about suffocation, like in the searches
Yeah.
and shit. And so who knows what that was? But both of those people know what happened. Casey knows,
100%.
the dad knows, and they're not telling the whole truth. And so
Not at all.
now, what's weird to me, man, is that during the time that whole thing was going on, her mom and dad were like doing all the interviews, and then they bought a boat with like Kaylee's name on. They were doing some weird fucking activity.
There was
outside.
some weird shit
And
because
then-
they were getting money.
But then the one thing about Casey after this whole thing is she never tried to make $1 off of this. Like like I said, this is her first interview ever.
Yeah.
She never wrote a book. She never sold any movie rights, which she could have done. I mean, so that kind of tells me maybe she didn't do anything wrong, and she was.
I think it was just an accident.
Yeah, and so
One way you look at it, was a fucking accident, but they didn't handle it well at all.
no, absolutely not.
I
And then
mean-
the brother in the trial was like when he said that's what sold it for me was that the dad had at least had something to do with getting rid of the body. Because like you said,
I
the way they
100%.
used to bury pets was he'd wrap them up in a blanket, put them in a trash bag, duct tape around, just exactly the way they found Kaylee.
Yeah.
And so that's a little fucking weird. So,
No, that seems like that. And
So that-
also at the same time, what the fuck?
yeah,
Like that's your granddaughter.
yes.
Oh my god.
And yeah, my guess is like that the dad was, because he's an ex-cop. He's like, hey, well, we fucked up. Let's just try to make her disappear, and we'll blame it on an abduction, and then we'll both get away with it. But then he's all stabbing her in the back while she's in jail,
Yeah.
saying all this shit, and to the cops and stuff. But on the media, he's like, oh, Casey wouldn't hurt anybody, and
Yeah.
so he's a slimy motherfucker.
There's something not
yeah,
right there.
Yeah.
On
And he's
both
had,
sides of everything.
and he's had affairs and stuff, and obviously,
Yeah, he had an affair during the trial.
Yeah, so he's kind of a piece of shit, dude.
During the trial.
Yeah,
My daughter's on trial for murder
Yeah.
against my granddaughter.
yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and sleep with somebody else besides my wife.
but yeah, that's what I mean. My conclusion was they both know what happens. It's probably most likely an accident, and the dad's like, "Well, we got to get rid of Kaylee's body, so and then let's give it a few days." They waited 31 days, obviously, and to make it look like an abduction, and then so they could try to pin it on that.
Yeah.
But also Casey's dad was trying to pin it on her as well behind her back, and
That was very questionable to me.
Yeah.
I said, well, why would you want your own daughter, if you're saying it's an accident or whatever? Because there was a point in the docuseries where something came out where her dad said that or something, but he was still trying to get her killed,
yeah,
the death penalty.
yeah.
And so that came up, and then people that knew were like, "Oh shit, that's a good
And
point."
the fucking funeral where
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
that was
public, they made it a
awkward,
big
dude.
public thing and like televised, and he's up there saying the weirdest shit about like
Yeah,
smelling
he's like-
Kaylee's sweat. And
Yeah, he's like, "I'm never gonna be able to smell her sweet sweat again." I was like, that's odd.
yeah,
No normal person says that.
yeah,
I don't give a fuck who you are. No normal person says that
yeah. I don't get that at
How about
all.
a
So,
3-year-old.
yeah,
What the fuck?
so
He's weird.
I think towards
I'm pretty sure that he
I think-
definitely abused her.
I think he was getting, and then there's other holes where like that lead detective was asked, like, why didn't y'all subpoena George, the dad's name, George Anthony's cell phone? He's like, oh, I don't know. We subpoenaed a lot of phones. I'm like, how do you not remember if you subpoenaed
Yeah.
his phone or not? This
Right.
is probably your biggest case you've ever had, and you don't remember if you took the dad's phone.
Right.
So yeah, there's some weird shit going on, but I think maybe he thought, man, this evidence could start looking bad on me. So maybe he was trying to pin it on his daughter after that, so he could get away scot-free.
I think they both had something to do with it.
I think so too. Yeah.
I mean,
as
that's
far as
just
her disappearing like that, yeah, they both know exactly what happened.
Exactly.
And Casey's not going to come on national TV and say that shit.
No, and neither is her dad.
Because she even said after she broke down that one time, it's in the last episode, and she's like, I know you want to ask me what exactly happened, but I can't answer that question today. So there's other shit she's
Right.
going to need to talk about because she knows.
I mean, you can't get tried for the same crime. You know what I'm saying?
I think if she admits to it, she can.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know how that works, but yeah.
OJ admitted to fucking everything.
Yeah.
He wrote a book. He's like, if I did it, here's how I would have. And I'm like, okay. I
Yeah.
guess you have to kind of go around like that. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like, what the fuck, OJ?
Yeah. Everybody believes you did it, bro. So
OJ
you didn't have to
fucking-
write that book.
Yeah, no, we all know the motherfucker did it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm just saying, he wrote a book that says, if I did it, here's how I would have done it. I'm like,
Yeah.
and it was the same way. I'm like, okay. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's crazy. There's still so many holes in that story. I was hoping we was going to get a lot of answers, but we kind of did. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I learned that I didn't know before.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that you get, and it's a great docuseries. It is more, like I said, more to Casey Anthony, to where it makes you want to believe that she didn't do it,
Yeah, like she.
because it's her docuseries, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
yeah.
sure she controlled pretty much everything.
Oh,
Or she's
yeah.
like, I'm not going to do it then.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
And they even had to go like to a rental house or something to film it, because she was like, I don't want it to be in my normal house, and just go here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's just
Because I
put
mean,
some-
she still gets fucking grief over it, you know.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Even though she was found not guilty, I mean, people have their beliefs, and they're gonna.
Yeah, I don't know why she still lives in Florida.
Yeah, I would have fucking bailed, bro.
I would have been.
Of course, that was a huge national thing. I don't know how far she could go,
Yeah.
but whatever. It's pretty crazy.
And let's put it this way. I've always thought this, that she's not a great person because of everything like this, but she looks pretty damn good at her age.
Yeah. I remember I was like, damn, this chick is hot, dude. And then I saw her on this documentary. I'm like, she's still hot.
Yeah, she looks even better now, in my
You want a
opinion.
second chance at motherhood, baby?
Oh, God, that's fucked up, bro.
My bad.
That's fucked up.
I'm just saying, man.
It's fucked up. But yeah, there's some evidence that I did not know about, actually, that was in this docuseries too, that led you to believe that, it's not exactly how the media portrayed it in the beginning.
Right.
They did portray her as the party, but it came out like from her lawyer's team and everything like that. Like they're like, that was not all going on during that 31 days.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So watch it for yourselves out there and let us know, because this was a huge deal, like Leaf said, 10 years ago or 11, 12 years ago, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's definitely interesting. That's why I as soon as I saw this was coming, I was like, I know, the worst part about this whole thing, and obviously the saddest part is a little 3-year-old girl lost her life.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, and then we have to deal with this. We don't know what the hell happened. And I'm like, it's so fucking sad that you have this innocent girl, this innocent baby girl that lost her life, has no chance to grow up. And then you have this back and forth of like, what happened, dad, blah, blah, blah. And it's sad, man.
Yeah. And then I feel there's two people out there that know the truth and we'll never know it because they're probably not ever going to talk about it or say exactly what happened. And so, I mean, we'll just never know. And so that kind of sucks, man. Because, we always want closure on shit like that. But
I 100% believe that her dad sexually abused her when she was growing up.
I think so too.
I think that's clear.
Yeah.
After watching that.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't one sided. That was more like, here's the evidence, basically. Decide for yourself. And then after hearing him talk, sometimes I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he's a fucking weird.
Nobody in their right mind says shit like that.
Yeah. They don't.
So, But yeah, go out there and watch it. Let us know what you think. If you haven't seen Casey Anthony's new docuseries on Peacock TV, I believe it's called Where the Truth Lies.
Yes.
That's what it's called.
Yep.
So go out there and watch it and let us know, please. All right. Let's move on, man. Let's get into some sports. Let's do that, man. But before we do that, I'm not going to lie. Twitch, YouTube, I got to take a whiz. I'm sorry. It happens. This is a Saturday. We're trying to drink a lot.
Yeah. We'll be back.
We'll be right back, so hang with us, okay? All right. Back. Sorry about that. It happens. It does happen. All right, man. Let's get into some sports now and move over in that direction on episode 59. That's some awesome fucking news again this week, Leaf, for the Texas fucking Rangers, bro.
Hell yes.
So, last episode, we obviously were just absolutely celebrating the fact that the Texas Rangers signed Jacob deGrom.
Yes, we are super pumped about that.
Very, very fucking stoked about that whole thing. But we also said, I think you need to get another one.
Yeah, you need one more, or at least one more.
At least one more.
Yeah.
And we were hoping it would be Rodon or the Japanese pitcher, which we don't know anything about the Japanese pitcher that's apparently out. I don't think he's signed at all yet.
No, I know the last thing I saw that he does have multiple offers, and I imagine
sure
the Rangers are in that discussion as well. But
you'd
haven't
hope,
heard, but
you hope so, right?
But yeah, there's multiple teams interested in him, and so
now the winter meetings were going on our recording date all this past week. They were going on this whole past week. And we were like, man, let's see what. Obviously, the Rangers are involved. They signed, in my opinion, and maybe your opinion too. I don't know. I'll let you speak to that. The best pitcher available, I thought. So I know everybody likes Rodon, but I still think deGrom is a better pitcher if he's healthy. But we were like, let's go out and get another one. Well, we did. Not a big name, but the Rangers did sign Andrew Heaney, who his last club was the Dodgers. This past season, and he had kind of a rebound year actually with the Dodgers. Not a bad ERA. His career ERA though is 4.56, but his ERA last year was 3.
right.
So he's had pretty good years where he's hovered around 4, but he's also got rocked a few times.
Yeah.
Now he did pitch for the Angels a lot. I do remember that's where I remembered him from the most because we fucking faced this guy, and I swear to God, every time we faced Andrew Heaney, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
He strikes out a lot of people.
Yeah, he does.
He's a very good strikeout pitcher.
Yeah, actually in 2022 he had pitchers that pitched at least 60 innings last season was he had a 28.5% strikeout to walk ratio. And that's only behind deGrom and the Braves breakout rookie Spencer Strider. So, I mean, that's not bad numbers. So
no, and the other thing that I love about Heaney, he's a lefty.
Yes.
We didn't have a lefty. Or we had Perez. And that's it.
That's the only one.
We needed another one.
Yeah.
So I like that. Because, you change it up in your rotation like that a little bit. So he's going to come in. Now, I think now Chris Young did go on MLB, the TV, MLB TV, and talk about signing deGrom and then talk about signing Heaney as well, and was on the radio, was asking like, hey man, are you done? Or do the Rangers fans should they expect anything else? And he kind of gave a generic answer like, well, hey, we're always looking for ways to improve the club. Mm-hmm. He's obviously not going to come out and be like, yeah, we're talking to Rodon right now. Yeah. I got to go, actually. We got a conference call.
We just offered him this much and give his hand away. No, he's not going to do that.
So we don't know, but my hunch is they're done as far as pitching. I don't think they're going to try to sign Rodon or that Japanese pitcher.
If they do sign anybody, it's going to be a lower level guy.
Because I forgot they traded for Odorizzi. We didn't talk about that last time.
Yeah.
So right now, as my opinion, your rotation is pretty much set.
Yeah.
You have deGrom, Heaney, Gray, Perez, and then Odorizzi.
Yep.
/ Dane Dunning.
Yeah.
But let's keep him as a long man, please.
Yeah, just put him in the bullpen.
And then you also have Taylor Hearn, who could be in your bullpen as well.
Yeah.
Or be a starter. He started a lot
last year, yeah.
Not great.
Yeah, I saw a little meme here that shows the kind of projected starting rotation, which is just, it's not concrete, obviously. That comes down to Bochy, bro. But deGrom, Perez, Gray, Heaney, and Odorizzi is what they had.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Looking at that rotation, I'm not fucking mad about it, dude.
It's been way worse.
Yeah, that's the best rotation we've had, and I can't even tell you how long.
It's been a while. So, now, that's all hindering on the fact that Perez comes back and does what he did last year.
Right.
Because we don't know if he can repeat that. I mean, he's never had a year like that.
Right.
So, now, his experience may play into part. The fact that he was able to do that, I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, he's never done that in his career. We'll see what he does.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy with the 1 year thing. The the offer, the
Qualifying offer.
yes, thank you. I was happy with them.
I got your back.
Just taking that and not giving him like a 5-year fucking $100-something million thing. So we'll like give him another shot to try to have that same season, and I was happy with that. So he got a massive raise for it, like a $15 million raise for it. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, this rotation right now, I mean, we're 100 times better than we were last year as far as pitching goes.
100%. This
Starting
team
pitching
is
too, yeah.
way better right now than it
Yeah.
was. I mean, immensely.
Yeah,
When you signed to Grom, you immediately got like way fucking better.
yeah,
Now, in our TikTok video that I posted about that, there was a couple comments of people saying like, wow, that got you like 5 more wins, 7 more wins. I'm like, bullshit.
nah, I mean,
Because here's the thing. I can't reply big enough because it only takes so many characters.
yeah,
When that fucking guy is in your rotation, that makes everybody else want to pitch better
yeah.
because that's just how it works.
Mhm.
So get the fuck out of here with that. Now, if you said Corey Seager last year, that made you get 5 more wins, I would have been like, you're probably right.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, and that's what it did,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. I did.
So I understand that, but fuck that. Because whenever DeGrom comes over here, it's going to be way more than that. I just feel like he's going to push everybody else to be better.
Yes.
Competition, man.
Yeah, of course.
And everybody wants to win on that team, but everybody wants to do, I'm going to be better than you this year.
Mm-hmm.
That type of like friendly competition.
Yeah. This comes down to DeGrom's health as well, because
Yeah.
like we talked about that,
Huge.
that is a concern. But man, I mean, hopefully he's healthy, and if he pitches the whole year, we have the best pitcher in baseball.
That was the question that people asked during his press conference, and then they asked to Chris Young directly, was how much injury concern did you have or whatever? And they were like, look, we did months of work.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and we trust our doctors and
Yeah.
everybody that looked at everything. He passed his physical, and we trust our doctors and training staff to make sure that he's ready to pitch. And then DeGrom answered that question straight up at his press conference. He was like, look, my goal is to have 30 starts every year.
Right.
And he's like, I have nothing. And he's like, that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. He's like, when I came back last year, he was like, I felt the best I've ever felt.
Great. Yeah. And
So-
I like to hear that, man.
I do
So,
too. I'm not like,
Now-
I did feel some tightness in my elbow yesterday when I threw. I'll be like, oh shit. I'm like, God damn it, Chris.
Now they do have some offensive stuff to do, and hopefully they'll.
That's the other thing.
In this offseason, they'll we need another outfielder.
We got to get a left or right fielder, and I wanted to talk to you about that in this episode because of what's out there. I hope that they're still trying to get a right fielder or a left fielder. You can kind of play both usually when you're out there in the corners. There's a couple of names that I want to see that I hope that they're kind of tied to a little bit. That's Michael Conforto and Tyler Nakeen.
Mm-hmm.
Those two guys are right fielders, and the other big right fielder was Aaron Judge, but he signed a 9-year deal with the Yankees.
Yeah, I don't think they were ever in that conversation.
I didn't want
so-
him to be.
Yeah, I mean that was going to
I'm
cost
good.
you way too much money.
So those two players, though, I'm just guessing. I'm not. I haven't seen anything on this at all. Nakeen, he played for the Mets last year. He's had a pretty solid career, man. His batting average career wise is .264. I mean, he's got over 1,800 plate appearances. He's played a lot. He played with the Indians for a long time, and then the Reds, and then like I said last year, he played with the Mets. Now he is from Texas and played at A&M.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I was like. Well, that's possible. He's up there as one of the guys, and then like I said, Michael Conforto is another guy that I would think could be. He was also with the Mets his whole career, but he's a free agent. He's 28, so he's not old by any means at all. His career average .255. He's had a lot of at bats. He's played a lot more games than Nakeen, so that's another guy I could see. He's hit a lot of home runs, and I hope they got their eye on one of these guys.
Yeah.
That's just that's my wish list.
Either one of those two guys are an upgrade from Calhoun from last year. So
Exactly.
I'll take that.
Exactly. You got to get somebody, and they have a good. They have a positive WAR, so it's like
If we had man, I should have pulled this up. Eli White, right? Is that his name?
mm-hmm.
He actually was having a great season before he got hurt.
That's the guy that can be back in center
Yeah.
for some games because
Well,
he's
and then-
so goddamn fast.
And you also have Leonidas Taveras.
And
he
you
had a good, and you have Garcia. So
Yeah.
there's some depth there, but you need like another at least guy that's gonna everyday guy.
You got to get an everyday guy.
Yeah, yeah,
You got because you can't trust those other guys
right.
except for Adolis. I like Adolis.
Yeah,
Garcia.
I like him too.
He had a great year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's a 5-tool guy.
he's a little older too, actually.
Yeah, he's like 30.
Yeah.
I think he's
A
already
little
30.
more than you think. He was kind of a
Yeah, he
career
kinda got
minor
a-
leaguer.
Yeah, he kind of got a late start to his MLB career, but you try to get the most out of those guys, and he's done great.
Yeah.
I mean, he hits bombs, and he's got a lot of speed, so you love that. And so
I don't know what these guys are demanding as far as money wise, but I think you got to go out there and get one of these guys. I mean, there's a lot of other guys too, like AJ Pollock, David Peralta. I think those guys are going to be a little more expensive.
Yeah, they're veteran guys.
Jurickson Profar's out there. I mean, he's actually had been terrible when he was at the Padres. He's a little older, obviously, but I still think they got to go for one of those other guys. And again, just make sure you get a positive WAR with one of these guys. You don't want to get like a Cole Calhoun who's a negative. And I mean, he was okay, but it's just like, come on, we knew what we were getting, and they didn't pick up his option for a reason.
Yeah,
So I do think that they're going to get at least a bat. They got
well,
to.
you need to. Yeah,
I think they have to
Yeah,
in the outfit. But you're right, Eli White. I totally forgot about him because he got hurt.
yeah. Him and Solak had that collision, and he was out for
Yeah.
the rest of the year. And he was actually having a monster year
And he's-
before that.
100% center fielder. His speed out there was insane.
Yeah, and he can play any position in the outfield.
Oh,
he
100%.
played a lot of left field, so I mean that could be your left fielder there too as well. If Garcia is going to play center too,
Yeah.
who knows? But yeah, you got to go get somebody though. I think
Now, would you like to see Elvis Andrus come back? Because he's a free agent.
absolutely not.
I know, man.
That
he's
position's locked down for the next 9
he's
years.
34 now, bro.
Yeah, he's done, bro.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
Because remember when he came up, he was like
21.
19 or
Was he
20?
Yeah, I think he was 20 when he came
Yeah.
up. Yeah,
It's just like 34 now. I saw that age and I'm like, God damn it, we're getting old, bro.
yeah.
I'm not sure if he'll end up somewhere. I'm sure he will if he wants to keep playing. He had
He'll be
he had a pretty good, pretty solid year.
I don't think he's going to start anywhere, but
Yeah, you never know with that. Obviously, we're good in the middle infield for quite a while,
yeah, for the next 6-7 years for sure. At
unless
least.
we can maybe offload fucking Simeon for somebody because that's a
No.
bust, bro.
We got him until he's dead, bro.
I know. we definitely have Seager for the next decade,
Yeah.
which I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that one.
Yeah.
Simeon, I didn't like that contract at all. But
Yeah, I didn't really either, just due to the fact that he had such a good year in Toronto and came here and didn't hit a home run for 50-something games. What the fuck?
yeah.
Rougned Odor is also a free agent
No.
for second base. He's only 29. I can't believe how far he fell off immediately after we gave him that money.
Yeah. That
John
was
Daniels.
so bad. Another John Daniels special there.
Yeah, so but I agree with you. We got to get another outfielder
Yeah, 100%.
because we went kind of over our infield. We're pretty much set there. We're set in the rotation now. I think
Yeah.
if they did sign another pitcher, I think I'm with you. It may be like a bullpen guy or like a lower end guy.
Yeah.
But you got your infield. You got third base over there. You got Josh Young, who's supposed to be the future over there, who
Yeah.
came in and did play in the big leagues late last year and
Yeah,
got
well,
pretty good.
he was injured at the beginning of the season. He
Yeah.
came towards the end, and he was okay.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have him as our third baseman starting this season, so we'll see how that goes. Lowe had a great year last year at first base.
He had
But
300.
It's questions still out on him because I mean, just like you said, it's kind of like a Perez thing. You know, he had just the one good season so far, so we'll see what happens. But I mean, I'm happy with that infield right now.
Yeah,
Of
I
course.
mean, and then of course you have shortstop Corey Seager, second base Marcus Simeon. You're good there. Those two guys played together this year for the first time. You know, there was a little bit of a learning experience there with them working together. So that's obviously going to be better
Yeah,
this next year after a full year together. So your infield's set and your rotation's probably set. So like you said, we got to get one more outfielder bat, and then I don't know who's going to be DH. Like I haven't even looked at that really.
yeah, I don't know.
So you got to keep that in mind.
There'll be a rotation of guys, like especially if you
Yeah.
know, depending on who you get in the outfield. Like Adolis played a lot of DH last year, and so yeah, but yeah, you definitely need another bat.
Yep, I agree.
100%.
So we'll see what happens, but it's exciting to look at free agency going on, and there's still a shit ton of free agents out there that have not signed. And so we'll see. Like Trey Turner went to the fucking Phillies, bro, 11-year deal. Xander Bogaerts went to the fucking Padres for 11 years. I'm like, Jesus, these contracts are getting out of fucking
Yeah.
control.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's insane. Now, like I said, the big one was, of course, everybody was wondering what Aaron Judge was going to do. And he apparently had like a $380 million offer from the fucking San Francisco Giants.
Yeah.
But he went back 9 years with the Yankees.
He wanted to be in New York.
Yeah,
so-
that was the whole thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like he was like, I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
So just, make sure you make it fair.
So, yeah, it would have taken a ton of money to get him to walk away from the Yankees, I think. So,
9 years though.
yeah.
I mean, you're set.
yeah, he's good.
You're good to go for life. For life. So we'll see. But I'm excited. I think Chris Young's just doing nothing but the great moves. When they signed DeGrom, like I said, we talked about it, and then a couple of days later, Haney was signed. I'm like, Jesus, Chris Young is fucking on fire, dude.
I mean, he told us what he was going to do, and he's doing it.
Yeah.
He's not, he hadn't bullshit us like the previous GM.
I really, really appreciate the fact that they did focus on pitching
Yes.
right away in free agency. I didn't think there was any way in fucking hell, bro, that they were going to spend any sort of money. Obviously they didn't go out and blow $550 million like last year, but there's still 185. Yeah. Haney was like, I think 25 or something like that.
Yeah.
So they've crossed the 200 million mark.
That one can be 37 million with incentives. So, and he has an opt-out clause actually after this season. If he wants to leave Texas, he can. So,
yeah.
But it can be 37 million if he hits certain incentives.
And that's a good thing for us actually, because that means he's going to come out and try to pitch badass.
Exactly.
So he can say like, I'm worth more than
those
this.
are the kind of deals I like.
Yeah.
Give him like this base thing and then add incentive to it, and then that'll keep the guy motivated. If you just drop 40 million on him, he's just going to go out there and fucking be like, I'm set, dude.
I mean, you would hope
It doesn't matter what I do. Most of these guys are competitors, though, so they want to go out and do good, obviously.
I mean, that's the thing with DeGrom. A big question in the press conference. The press conference was like, I think it was yesterday, Friday, or Thursday.
Yeah.
His official press conference at the ballpark and everything. He was like, people were like, well, why did you go from a team that just won a lot of games and come to a team that's losing 98 or whatever?
Yeah.
And he just said, look, man, I agree. I understand what you're saying. And he's like, but I believe in the vision that Chris Young and Bruce Bochy said to me. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, Bochy was a big thing. And I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
When you get a manager like that in here, bro, those guys are going to be like, fuck, I love Bruce Bochy.
And I read an article today, actually, about a bunch of players talking about Bochy. And nothing but good shit, obviously. He's like, this guy, I mean, Chris Young went out and got a guy who knows how to win.
Yeah.
Like 3 World Series. You want that kind of guy.
We said that whenever we talked about him signing here as the manager, how much that's going to help bring people here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
John Daniels just apparently thought, I'm going to get the next fucking prodigy.
John Daniels' whole strategy was like, let's take a chance. Throw it on the wall. See if it sticks. And it was just, it never worked. It barely worked. Never, ever worked. Most of the time.
I don't think it worked for him when he was by himself ever.
No, it never
Because
did.
whenever he took over, we lost all the time.
Yeah. When he did his whole all-in thing, but, I mean, the trades he made and brought in pitchers that were fucking washed up, and you're like, what is this fucking guy doing?
Yeah. Nothing, because he's terrible.
And now you got Chris Young, and, I mean, he hasn't fucking made a mistake
The one
yet.
thing, like I said before, the one thing I fucking love about Chris Young is he's just bringing people in that have done it, have experience, and know what they're fucking doing.
Right.
And that's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking... Let's give the third base coach from the Dodgers a chance to be a manager for the first time. Chris Woodward. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And he was terrible.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah.
He was terrible.
So yeah, like I'm. It's been a while since I've been this excited about Rangers baseball.
I know,
the
dude.
last
And
couple.
Can
seasons,
we say one thing real quick too? Going into the year,
Yeah.
we're not going to be able to watch the Rangers.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bally Sports.
Yeah. Get that fucking fixed, bro.
And that's the thing. I got to email Chris Young tomorrow.
How can you live this close to the stadium and not be able to watch your fucking team?
How
play?
can you be on TV, but your market 90% of the people can't watch you?
Exactly. It's fucking stupid.
That has to be. I'm going to tell Chris Young. And if you're listening, Chris, see why.
And we know you are.
Yeah, and we know you are. Let's do something about the broadcasting, bro. I would love to watch. I can't go to every game, unfortunately. I would love to go to every game. And if I win that Powerball one day or the Mega Millions, I will go to every game.
Oh, I'd have season tickets, bro.
Yeah, I'd buy a suite.
Yeah.
But can we please get the fucking team out there to where I can watch it on my fucking TV? Because I
Yes.
would love to get off, stop working one day, grill some hot dogs,
Yeah.
and then turn the goddamn Rangers game on.
Yeah.
When
And
DeGrom
also-
takes the fucking mound.
And also bring Josh Lewin back, please.
Oh, God. Please. I don't know what Josh Lewin's doing anymore.
And
but-
make Tom Grieve come out of retirement, plean
yeah.
and put those two together.
Oh, no. Tom Grieve's pretty old, bro.
Yeah, he is. But I want to hear Cookie talk just one more time.
I mean, you know what? Hey, we could shoot our shot and get him on the pod.
Yeah.
Be like, hey,
bring some of them pumpernickels.
What's Ethel giving you these days? And he's like, I just want to thank Ethel for these unbelievable pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, Josh. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, it's fucking great, dude. And it was funny too, because sometimes Josh would make a joke and like Tom didn't get it, and he just kind of had that fake laugh.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, this is gold. Though.
Oh, they were good.
Yeah.
That was pretty hard to beat. But no, you're gonna have to suffer, bro, with Dave Raymond and CJ Nitkowski, who
Fucking
apparently
fire
is
that
obviously
fucking
going to
guy.
get the full-time gig because, like I said, Grieve was doing a few games here and there
Yeah.
this year, but no more.
Fuck.
All right, so we'll get back to you on that position, but I do want to email the Rangers organization about Ballet Sports. I don't know if it'll help, but I damn sure will do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on, man. So obviously we're recording on Saturday this time around, so we really can't talk about football because, I mean, it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
The reason we did this, and I thought it was an okay idea, was the fact that Leafs team is off. Commanders are on a bye. Finally, week 14. That's a late bye week,
It
bro.
is. It is. Because I thought they had already had their bye. That's how fucking. I was like, I thought they already had their bye, and I'm looking like
Week
no.
14, I was like, damn, that's a late bye week, dude.
Yeah.
So you got nothing to worry about this weekend.
Nah.
I also don't have anything to worry about this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. You shouldn't. Yeah.
Houston Texans at Cowboys tomorrow at noon. I ain't worried about it. Cowboys are favored by 17 points, dude. That's the line in Vegas.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's hard not to take Houston on that.
No, I will take the Cowboys. And I did.
You think they'll cover 17 pretty easy?
Yes.
All right.
They just kicked the shit out of the Colts. 33 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it took them too long to do it, though.
I agree. 100% agree with you on that. But I'm just saying, I ain't worried. 17, I'm taking that all day.
All right.
The Houston Texans are trash.
Yeah, they are bad. But then also,
Which lines up with the fact
you
the city-
said, the Cowboys play down to the competition, you know? And so,
If they don't win by fucking 21 or more tomorrow, I will be pissed.
all right.
Let's just say that. But obviously, like I said, we can't really talk about any of the other games. And this episode, audio wise, will come out after Sunday. So
Yeah, yeah.
we did watch the Thursday night game on Twitch and YouTube live, like we've been doing. It actually ended up being a great game.
Yeah, that last drive was insane. Like, so Wolford started the game for the Rams, quarterback. And because, you know, the whole thing, Baker Mayfield got released by the Panthers. And then a couple days later, he signed with the Rams. And then he was only
They just picked him up off waivers.
Yeah, they picked him off waivers. And then he had like 2 days because they had the Thursday game. And he came in on the second series and didn't look great. The game wasn't great until the fourth quarter. That last drive, a 98-yard drive that he went down and scored a touchdown to win the game, which was pretty awesome. And at that point, we had many beers. And
Yeah, the last drive was like, we were pretty hammered.
I mean, it was
Not going to lie.
yeah, there's only like, it was crazy too because he had like, I can't remember how much time was on the clock, 40-something seconds or whatever.
It wasn't a lot, and
it wasn't
they-
a lot. We're a minute and a half with
Yeah.
one timeout, and
Yep.
went down 98 yards and scored. It was pretty cool. So,
Good throw at the end, too.
oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing. It was like perfect throw, and I was like, Jesus Christ, did Baker Mayfield just do that?
But I did just see that the Rams are starting Baker Mayfield for the rest of the year. So,
I mean, why? Like we said, like before the game, we were like, you got nothing to lose. You're 3-9.
yeah, just throw him out there, man.
So now
Fuck
they're
it.
4-9, and yeah, I mean, why would you not just start him? And Stafford's not coming back.
yeah,
There's no point. He was in the concussion protocol twice. I'm like, just let this guy have the rest of the year
just
off.
let him ride it out, dude.
I think Stafford will be back next year,
Yeah, I think so.
and there's no goddamn way Baker Mayfield starts over Stafford. I don't know what Baker Mayfield's contract is. He probably is gone after this year.
probably.
I don't know, but
He'll
I'd
get,
have
he'll
to
get a
double
shot
check.
somewhere else, man.
I
There's
think
so
it'll-
many.
Yeah,
He'll probably be playing for the Texans
yeah.
next year.
I mean, it's better than Davis
is
Mills.
fucking awful, dude.
Or and they started
But
the other
do,
guy.
They do have the number one pick, so they may draft somebody, but who knows?
I mean, yeah, that's working out real great for you.
Yeah, you had the number one pick for like the last 20 years.
Yeah. Jesus. God,
you're still shit.
can we just make sure that we do recognize that Houston is a shit franchise, a shit city, overall a shit place.
Yeah.
Fuck the Astros.
Bulldoze that fucking place into the goddamn Gulf.
Fuck Minute Maid Park. Fuck the Astros. I don't give a fuck.
Hell
We're
yeah.
coming for you.
Yeah.
The Rangers are on the rise, and when we beat Houston again,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be so goddamn happy
I love it.
because I fucking hate that city.
Yeah.
Armpit for a reason. That place can fucking
terrible.
burn, bro.
Fucking stinks down there,
God
bro.
damn it! Somebody send a hurricane.
Get my family out of there first. I got a cousin down there.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
But
Come
why,
up
but
and
also,
party.
why are you living down there?
Yeah, that's your own fucking fault. Yeah, that's what I would say too.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, so yeah, we look forward to NFL Sunday as always, and we'll talk about everything on the next episode. But again, I think it's a slam dunk, easy win for the Cowboys tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be.
Now, again, if you're listening to this on Tuesday and they didn't win, I will not be here. I've passed away
Yeah.
from a fucking
Had a
stroke or
stroke, yeah.
something. Yeah. So goddamn, help us all, bro. All right, dude. I think we're ready to get out of here.
Yeah, we got one more thing to talk about.
After we
here.
got this crazy story to end on as always, and then episode 59 is wrapped up. So Leaf's actually got the crazy story this week, and I'm excited because he told me the title and what it was, but he didn't tell me anything else about that. I didn't
Yeah.
look it up at all. So let's do it, man. Go
All right,
for
so
it.
yeah, this episode's crazy story is in the form of a list, and it's the top 10 OnlyFans top earners in 2022.
Fucking a 2022 wrapped list, which actually, by the way, the next couple episodes are going to have kind of this
Yeah,
list. But this one I'm excited about.
Yeah, this one's good. And like I told you before we recorded, I think you'll recognize 3 or 4 names on this list. And that's
And you know what? I may subscribe to 3 or
Yeah.
4 of them.
Okay, so number 10 is I've never heard this person before. Mila Mondell.
I have not heard of that one.
This girl makes about 13.4 million, about 18 million annually, and 1.5 million monthly from her account. Wow, that's weird. The decently sized model is endowed with natural beauty. That's kind of a weird
Natural
sentence.
beauty?
Natural beauty, yeah.
Okay.
She charges a $20 million. That's not right.
Okay, that ain't right.
$20 monthly subscription rate. It says 20 million. From
Yeah.
her 1.1 million followers, and gives them 5% and 15% discounts for 6 and 12 month payments.
1.1 million people subscribe. Oh my
So yeah,
God.
she makes about $1.5 million a month off of her OnlyFans.
Jesus.
So she's number 10.
Okay. Never heard of her.
Yeah, me neither. Number 9 is Safari Samuels. And this is a male.
Okay.
This is a guy. He makes 1.91 million a month.
Holy shit. Are you fucking kidding me?
So here's the little description. He's a Jamaican American rapper, songwriter, entrepreneur, and TV presenter. He has 3.2 million followers on OnlyFans.
Jesus.
Each subscriber pays a monthly fee of $15 a month to watch pornographic videos.
Good God.
So he does porn on OnlyFans.
Okay.
So he's number 9.
Never would have guessed any male would be in this list.
Yeah. Number 8 is a Pia Mia. This is a female.
I've heard of that name.
I have not.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at her and I'm like, okay. We got a picture.
I've heard
her.
of the name. I've
Okay.
heard of the name.
She makes 2.22 million a month.
God damn it.
Her monthly subscription is free. So she makes all this off of fucking pay-per-view.
PPVs, yeah.
She's an American singer, dancer, actress. Never heard of her.
I've heard of her.
And she has 6.2 million followers. And
Oh,
they pay,
my God.
Well, it says pays a monthly prescription of $10, but up here it says it's free, so I don't understand that. Maybe sometimes she makes it free.
I think,
or something.
I was going to say, sometimes I do see that from some of mine, like, it's free this month, and then they switch it up.
Okay. Next one, number 6, Erica Mania, 4.49 million. Never heard of this girl.
A month?
A month.
Jesus.
She is apparently an American television personality and former model and video vixen. Gained 5.3 million after promoting her OnlyFans on her Instagram account. Monthly prescription fee $25.99.
Subscription.
Subscription. Did I say?
I do need prescriptions
Yeah.
for these. Doc,
I
help me.
got a fever. But yeah, she charges $25.99 a month, and she makes $4.5 million a month.
God damn it.
Yeah. And so that's number 6. Number 5, and we've all heard of this one. Mia Khalifa.
Okay. Oh my God, but she's out of porn.
Yeah, but she does porn on OnlyFans apparently.
Jesus.
6.42 million a month.
Good God.
Her subscription is $12 a month.
Wow.
She does do a trial thing, so you can get like $6 a month for like 31 days. And
But you can't see anything because you subscribe to somebody and then they're like, to see the good stuff, you got to pay for it.
yeah, it's probably pay for view for stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's not much other subscription here, or details of it. It just says how much she makes. So
Okay.
I don't know exactly what she does on it.
Got it.
Number 4 is a male.
That's insane to me that somebody's in the
And
top 5.
You might have heard of this guy, Tyga. He's a rapper.
No, I haven't.
Haven't?
No.
Now, after this list was created for this year, he actually deleted his account. But he did charge.
Why would you do that if you're in the top 5?
I don't know. Let me see if it says anything. I don't think it does. It deleted his account though.
Okay.
And he was charging $20 a month. Apparently he's hung like a fucking horse. That's
Okay.
why.
That's why.
But he did have 21.8 million followers on
God
OnlyFans,
damn
or
it.
subscribers, and he would share his music and behind the scene videos, intimate photos, and yeah. So he was charging $20 a month, but now it's deleted. So,
Showing his dick.
yeah, pretty much.
Got
So
it.
he's number 4. He made 7.69 million a month this year.
I don't think I would ever delete my account.
Yeah, I don't know why you would.
Yeah.
The next one, number 3, is Cardi B.
Oh,
heard
of
of her,
course
right?
I've heard of her.
She makes 9.43 million.
God.
She shared only 6 posts on her account. All this year she shared 6 posts, became a top earner on the platform, 81.7 million followers, estimated monthly income of 9.43. Pays the subscription rate is $4.99 a month.
Wow.
So I don't know what her 6 posts were.
Why would you not just wait for those 6 posts to leak?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Number 2 is Bella Thorne.
Of course I know who that is.
She makes 11 million a month. And her-
Damn.
hers is free, so she makes all hers off of pay-per-view.
Well, we know who that is.
Yeah, she's a American actress, model, writer, singer, and she was the one that made that $1 million in within 24 hours. As soon as she started her OnlyFans page, she made $1 million in 24 hours of signing up on the platform.
I mean, we've said that about more than one person out
Yeah.
there of how, like, if you sat there and you have your massive following on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, it's like if you started an OnlyFans, you would quadruple your income overnight.
Yeah.
And we said that about Alex Cedra,
Mm-hmm.
Paige Sporonic. I mean, there's a few out there. It's like if you did that and did it the right way, you're quadrupling your income.
Oh shit, I missed one.
Oh, did you?
I did. I missed number 7.
Okay.
And nobody's heard of this girl, I'm sure.
What's her name?
Her name Jim101. It's like a username.
No, I don't know who that is.
And she pays $30. She charges $30 a month.
That better be for everything then. Like, I'm not pay PPV and nothing from
Yeah.
your DMs, bitch. Shit.
She makes over 2.3 million. I knew I missed one, but anyway, okay. So yeah, number 2 is Bella Thorne. Yeah, she makes.
Okay.
Let me find her again. Okay, yeah, she has 24.3 million followers.
You said 11 million a month?
Yeah, 11 million a month.
My God.
She says, and it says the celebrity does not share nudity on her page, and the subscription is now free.
What's the point?
Yeah, and then number 1,
Number 1, everybody.
Black China. You ever
Wow.
heard of her?
I have. Yes.
Okay, she makes 20 million a month.
Holy shit.
And did I miss? What's her name?
20 million a month, bro?
Yeah.
That's I mean, if you sustain that for a long, long time, I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't know who she was. And
Do that for
I've heard the
1
name,
year.
but I didn't know what she. I thought maybe she was a rapper, but she's not. I guess
Do
she's
that
like-
for 1 year and you're retire,
Yeah,
or 3 years. and
she's a
you're-
reality TV show
I've
entrepreneur
heard
model.
of the name. I've heard of the name. I just can't remember the face.
She has about 150 photos on her profile. Only subscribed users can see. She makes $20 million a month, 16.2 million followers who paid $19.99.
Wow.
So, and then let's see. I thought that Bad Baby chick was on here. Did I miss her too?
Well, you know, I know she did make a ton of money on there. I didn't know how much sustainable that was for
Yeah.
a full year. But God, these people that are on there making that much, that is insane money
Yeah.
for oh God. And like you said, some of them aren't even showing nudity. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then
Once again, I would like to say, if you're out there, if you're a female out there that's a very attractive, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting on.
yeah. And I'm looking like this shows the top 20 and the last, 20 to 10 is nobody I've ever heard of. Well, Aaron Carter's number 19 actually.
Oh wow, I didn't even know
But,
he had one.
he can't make any more.
R.I.P.
content. Yeah.
I think he's going to get out of that list this next year.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, there you go, man. There's the top 10 earners of 2022. A lot of celebrities, obviously, because
Yeah, it's people with massive
followings already. Yeah.
and that makes sense. But they had to work to get there at some point.
Yeah.
But my God, dude, can you imagine? There's no way I could start an OnlyFans and be like, "Yeah, what up?" And like, you want to see this dick?
Well, here's the thing about it. Like this, actually, I saw a TikTok of this one girl who was talking about it. She goes, "You know what? If you started one, there's at least 1,000 people that probably would like your content if you got it out to them,
Exactly.
and you could make money off of it and make a living
Exactly.
off of it. It's like there's 1,000 people out in the world that think you're hot. You just got to find them.
Try to start something and then charge like $5.
Yeah,
And then, like you said, do the fucking. Here's what I would do. This is what I would do if I was a female that was very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I would do. I would start one, but I would also start a separate TikTok
yeah,
and Instagram.
yeah,
Post on those shit daily. Do the fucking hot TikTok fucking viral things like make it.
yeah.
That's I have gone to OnlyFans accounts because I've seen that on TikTok.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then it was
too.
like $4 a month, $5 a month. I'm like, I'm gonna subscribe to her for a month
Yeah.
just to see what it's like.
But yeah, this girl was saying, trust me, it doesn't matter what your gender is, what you look like. There's at least 1,000 people that think you're hot. And if they find your account, they'll subscribe and watch you do whatever you fucking want to do. And they'll pay you. And they're like, if you get 1,000 people at what? $5 a month, that you can live off that.
You
Probably.
100%, and then you just grow it from there.
Yeah. And then there's
like you
more
said, there's
people.
at least 1,000 people that would be.
Yeah,
like,
as many
"Oh, check
people
this
there in
out."
the world. There's some weird motherfucker over across seas that probably watch me jerk off.
That's true. I guess there's probably 1,000 for me. What am I doing? Let me wait. Let me try that out. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how that has become a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
That I mean, a ton of women out there make a living doing just that,
Yeah.
and they may have a job at first, and
Sure.
then they start doing that, and they're like, "Holy shit, I'm making more money than I could ever imagine."
Yeah.
And then they're just like, "See you later, job. I'm gonna do this full time."
Yeah. It's crazy.
At some point, right?
yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
I would.
you turn into the Boston nurse, Allie Ray, who makes $1 million. I'm surprised she's not up there, honestly, in that list.
Oh God, we love her. Man.
But she's a millionaire.
But yeah, even Amaranth isn't in the top 20, so that's kind of crazy because that chick
That's
makes
weird because
gobs of money.
she claims and she's shown that she makes $1.5 million
Yeah,
off of OnlyFans. So that list's got to be something's up there.
yeah, because like the number 20 person was only making like $500,000 a month.
Amaranth
So-
makes over $1 million easy.
Yeah, $500,000 a month. $500,000 a month. Of number 20, and I have no idea who it is.
Yeah.
Somebody from Ukraine, actually, Ukrainian internet celebrity.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go on that one. But there you go. There's the crazy story / the crazy list to end this episode. And again, I think the next couple of episodes may have some lists to wind down 2022. Like I will be bringing up the Pornhub list.
Yeah,
Year in
the
review.
top searches. Yeah,
And that's going to be fun.
And-
That's also broken down by state, I believe. So we will definitely do Texas.
oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
We also we're gonna do our top movies of the year 2022 top movies.
We'll do that as well because we've definitely got to do that.
Yeah.
I think I know our number one.
Yeah.
As everybody should say. But actually, at the same time, we're going to go see Avatar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And see if that may make the list because it's coming in very end of the year, but it's coming in.
Yeah, it's coming.
So, but yeah, man, we appreciate everybody hanging out. And if you watch us on Twitch and YouTube, thanks for hanging out with us and watching us record, man. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, we try to interact with you via chat because while we're recording, we can't really, talk to you or whatever. But that's what those Thursday streams are for, man.
Yeah.
Those interactions on Thursdays.
Man, we should
fun.
figure out when football season's over, some kind of stream like that where we're just doing.
We're gonna hook something up because I think we've got to do that.
Yeah, because those are fun, man.
They
just
are
where we just kick back and just hang out.
Yeah. So we'll definitely let you know out there on that one. So, but like I said, episode 59 was fun, Dan. We had a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of good stuff to look forward to as we wind down 2022. Appreciate you listening out there and hanging out. Make sure you go out there. The audio version of this podcast comes out every Tuesday morning at this point. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, all that stuff. And if you listen to us on Spotify, please make sure at the top you hit that. You can rate us. Make sure you hit that 5-star rating. And if you're on Apple Podcasts out there, please make sure you scroll all the way to the bottom of that page and then hit the 5 stars. But then also right below that, it says write a review. Click on that. 2 sentences. Say this podcast is great. Amazingly funny. These guys are great. They're doing so good. That helps a lot more than you think. That puts us in front of a lot more people. And we would really appreciate that. And then we also have social media, Leaf.
Yeah, make sure you go follow our social media. We post all the time when we're about to go live on there. We'll post on our stories and we'll put links out there. But you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and you can like our Facebook page. It's all at Eskimo Brothers Podcast. So go do that, and we'll keep you up to date when we go live. Like today, we kind of threw an audible at everybody. We usually record on Sunday nights, but we did on Saturday, so we'll post when we change days or whatever.
That's when you got to follow us.
Yeah, follow us on social media, man. Post a lot of videos and do all kinds of good stuff.
That's right. We're going to get out of here, man. It's only at our time right now. It's 7:28, so we've got some beer drinking to do.
Yeah.
And I knew that when we recorded, we were going to drink, obviously, during the recording, but we were also going to drink after because it's Saturday.
Yeah, I'll be getting drunk tonight.
I'll be doing that for show.
For show.
I'll be doing that for show. Now, appreciate everybody out there, man. Thank you so much. Make sure you have a great night or a great day when you listen to this audio-wise. If you're listening on Twitch and YouTube, have a great evening. And we'll see you next week with another brand new episode. As always, the Eskimo Brothers Podcast, man. Have a good one. Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Later.
Cheers.
Eskimo Brothers Podcast. This has been another episode of the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Thank you for listening, and be sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service. And until next time, remember, an Eskimo Brothers bond is worth more than gold.
The name is Dr. Diz. Respect. The two-time. Back to back. If you step into my arena, this is the reality check.
I know you wanna try. I know you're gonna die if you think once. I know you wanna try. I know you're gonna die if you think twice. twice. I know you wanna try. I know you're gonna die every freak once. I know you wanna try. I know you're gonna die every freak twice. I know you wanna try. I know you're gonna die every freak once. I know you wanna try. I know you're gonna die every freak twice.
And you're looking at the two-time back-to-back 1993-1994 blockbuster video game champion and true international video gaming superstar.
Every freak twice. Every freak twice. Every freak twice.
It's a goddamn snooze fest out there! Two-time back-to-back. Step into my arena. This is the reality check.